Welcome, everybody. It's Ricky O here with the HWO Hockey World Order. And my guest again this week is our main man, the guy who's putting on the once in a lifetime, once a year, Dreams Can Be Made Hockey League, the Celebrity Shinny League. Ladies and gentlemen, Murray Sheehan joins us again today. And Murray is going to give us some updates. We're going to talk shinny hockey. We're going to talk celebrities. We're going to talk arenas. And we're going to talk about the overall experience again. We had a lot of questions last week, and we are going to try to knock it out of the park today. Murr, what do you got going?
So a couple of big updates. So the West Coast, so that's why I'm wearing my San Jose jersey from last year. We had Owen Nolan and Scott Hannon. They will be returning. So that date is April 3rd. But for those traveling, which are a number of people, they do the whole trip. So March 28th at the Honda Center, so Anaheim. They're playing the Rangers. It's a Friday night. So we have the ice at the Honda Center at 1 p.m. So we'll have an afternoon game, then we'll have an after party, and then we'll all watch the Rangers and the Ducks. Then April 1st, we got crypto. So we're going to go to LA. LA's playing the Jets that night. So we got the ice around 1 p.m. as well. So we'll play a pickup game around 1, and then after party as always. And then we go watch the Kings play the Jets. And then April 3rd, as I mentioned, is the San Jose. And then that game, obviously, that one's pretty much sold out, though, because we already got the alumni announced. And I'll have the alumni soon for both Anaheim and LA. But the dates are official, so that's good.
That's fantastic. And wow, we're going to get a Ranger game in there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did that just for me. I appreciate that
I
very
did.
much.
Yeah.
You're the
Well,
best,
and New
man.
Jersey, too. Did I tell you about New Jersey?
No, not yet.
So April 5th. It's tentative. I'm waiting on confirmation from the Devils, but that's a Ranger game as well. It's an afternoon game, so we'll actually watch the Devils Rangers in the afternoon, and then we'll play after the game.
So we're going to have a
So,
whole bunch of
oh
pumped up hockey players.
yeah,
That's
they're good. They're all day events. When you throw in an NHL game, it's 3 hours. Then you got an after parties, an hour and a bit, and then you got your game. Which is an hour and a bit and changing and all that. So they're good. 5 to 7 hour days. They're big events.
That's fantastic. I love it. And we got a game going up in Buffalo with Rob Ray and Brad May. And we have a date on Buffalo yet?
We do, yes. December 6th or 7th. Right now, I'm confirming with KeyBank. I'm trying to get the NHL Arena as always because NHL Arenas are the most fun to play at. So I'm just waiting on that. And if I can't get KeyBank, because the Sabres play Utah at 1, and KeyBank is trying to get me ice time after the Sabre Utah game. So that would be pretty cool. And if not, I got Brad and Rob confirmed for December 6th. So we'll just go and just do, sometimes we just do a pickup game and we'll use the practice facility, and then we'll just have an after party. So we don't always have the NHL arenas available or tickets. So just whatever we got.
Okay, awesome. Well, it sounds like it's going to happen because you make miracles work, man. You got me 2 Ranger games as a gift. I love it.
Yeah.
Brad May, Rob Ray. I mean, if you're a fan of
Big game.
physical hockey, or
Yeah.
you're just a fan of 90s hockey and you want to hear that Jeanette call of Mayday, Mayday recreated, man, it's such an amazing experience. And I go through your website, celebrityshinny.com, and I just look at some of the names and just looking at the LeClairs and the Lindros and the memories that brings back. And then I'm super pumped up about Wendal Clark and Dougie Gilmore. We talked a little bit about it last week, but tell the people listening today, maybe for the first time, about the interaction that the players will get with these legends.
Well, yeah. If you've ever played a game of pickup, it's the same. These guys are just there as I know they're Hall of Famers, a lot of them, but they do just put on their normal hockey player pickup game hat for the day. So they'll show up to the arena with their bag on their shoulder. They'll tape their sticks in the room. They'll sit, right beside you in the room. The room is the best place for the interaction because there's only 10 or 12 guys on each team, so the teams are small. So you'll get dressed. You can ask questions. It's a good place if you got a jersey you want autographed. Take some selfies with them, and then same thing on the bench, right? Like the alumni will cycle in to shifts, so they don't always play in the same line. So depending on where you're at, they'll go back to defense to play with you, or they'll mix and match in within the two lines to make sure they get everybody gets to kind of shift. Everybody gets to miss that one-timer. That's kind of the go-to thing.
Miss the one-timer. I
Miss
love
time
that.
the one-timer. Oh, it's
That's
every game. They always get fed one-timers and they always miss. It's really comical.
Murray, you play in these games also, correct?
I do. Yes. Yes, I wouldn't miss it. No,
He wouldn't
that's
miss it
my
at
one
all.
perk. That's what I get paid in. I get paid in ice time.
That's not bad. Hey, listen, some of us would kill for that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not a
Here
bad
in
gig.
Nashville, we have the big game coming up January 18th. We got Scott Hartnell announced. We got some major players in the works as far as celebrity coaching. I haven't even filled you in on some of the stuff. I've been behind the scenes. I'm waiting to make a big announcement. Hopefully by next week when we do the show next Thursday, I'll have at least one, possibly three big country stars as celebrity coaches. So I'm going to cliffhang you a little bit today, Mur.
All right. All right.
But I want to get that finalized, and that will just add to the experience of having some pretty big name country people in the locker room and behind the benches.
It
with
would
us.
be really cool for sure. So I'm excited for that.
So we're working on that, and I'm working on something in New Jersey too. So we're gonna see. It might have a little bit of an Italian flair to it, but I think you'll get a kick out of it if it happens.
You
So we're
really
gonna
like
go with that.
those Ranger ones, eh? I threw 2 Rangers games. All of a sudden, I'm getting country stars and surprises in New Jersey. So I like it.
So you remember how there was a certain guy named Marty McSorley who ran shotgun for Wayne Gretzky?
Yep.
You just got your Marty McSorley with those 2 Ranger games. Trust me.
Oh my God.
Nobody goes near Murray on the ice, bro.
I met Marty when I was 16 at the OHL draft. He was the first NHL alumni NHL player I've ever met. I wish I had known you were going to mention him. I would have put the picture up because it was a really long time ago, 1994. Great guy. So that's pretty special.
Marty's a great guy. I've met him multiple times. And then also, if you go back and watch the movie Bad Boys 2, Marty McSorley has a little cameo in that movie.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I always love trying to find
Cam
hockey
Neely.
players. Cam Neely was in Dumb and Dumber also.
Dumb and Dumber. Seabass.
So
I love that.
We let's give the fans and the guys who are looking to play, because I can't wait to post this later on the Nashville Fire Department hockey page. A lot of those guys are super interested, and they have a travel team they play with and stuff. Tell these guys what they get as far as jerseys and stuff like that, because that's a lot of the questions. And, it's all on the website, guys. If you go to celebrityshinny.com, don't be a typical guy and just be lazy. Look it up, look at the information. But we got Murray here. Let's go through a list of what these guys get for the entry fee and the experience itself.
Yeah. So a typical, game day, you'd show up to the rink, say around 11:45. They let us into the arena, anywhere between 12 and 12:30. You got about an hour, around 45 minutes to an hour to get ready. I'll hand out jerseys. You get socks. There's undershirts. You get Under Armour. And then obviously you get to kind of linger around the NHL arena for a bit. The roster spots are, anywhere from 10 to kind of 12, maybe 13 will push it. We do have coaches, that do kind of, guys who can't skate, but they still want to participate and hang out and meet the alumni. And then we play our game. Our games are always about an hour and 15 minutes. We don't have a ref because we like to keep the game moving. NHL arenas are extremely expensive. So, refs and whistles just, kind of slow it down. So we like to keep the play going. After the game, we always go somewhere. The NHL's arenas usually give us a lounge. There's always a big concourse area. And then if you want to get autographs done, the alumni's there, obviously, just to kind of more like an after men's league rec game, just to hang out, right? Like nothing's, massively official, and there's no like security roaming around or anything like that. It's really just a normal game.
Just a bunch of guys getting together and play some hockey, and just a couple of them happen to be a little bit famous.
A couple of them are pretty good, yeah. So and anyway, so after the after party, then obviously the arena kicks us out because they got to get ready for the NHL game. So a lot of people travel around. Like we got guys that come from Edmonton, during their they kind of team it up with their February sunshine trips, and they'll come and meet me down in Florida for those ones. But yeah, anyway, so they'll go back to their hotel or do whatever for until the NHL arena opens, and then we go back in and we get our seats. The seats are always good. We typically aim for lower bowl seats, so 90% of the time, and it's usually like a social area, so we can kind of walk around in behind, and because there's a lot of new players, you get to meet a lot of new people, so a lot of people are cool to talk to. So it's a real kind of more social fun day. And then we get you signed up for next year. So that's the routine.
Yeah, that's a key thing. Also, you had mentioned this to me off the air once that a lot of these guys who played last year are already signed up and took over
Yeah,
spots in cities like Toronto and Buffalo, and it's a
yeah,
big deal because you get to be first on the pecking order once you're in the family.
exactly. Yeah. So we have around like a 70% returning. We only do them once a year in every city, so it's kind of a unique kind of thing. It doesn't happen all the time. So unless you fly around. But yeah, so there's not a lot of new spots every year. But we added, I think, 10 new cities this year. So we're looking for guys for those new ones, but there will be returning. There's no reason not to. It's a really inexpensive way to play a game in a $1 billion hockey facility, right?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And guys, listen, you're encouraged if you want to play in multiple cities, make sure you get in there and click the boxes. So if you want to do the tour in Anaheim and LA and San Jose and you want to hit all 3 games, make sure you register 3 times, get your name in those on that roster as fast as possible. You have New York and New Jersey, which is close together.
Yeah, and
Philadelphia. There's multiple spots with big names, guys, and you might want to
yeah,
play in different cities just to take a road trip. If you have a dream arena that you want to play in, this is the chance to do it. So make sure
yeah,
you hit that website and follow on a regular basis because it's getting updated every single day. This guy is working behind the scenes 24/7 with NHL players, arenas, all different kinds of things to make this dream happen for you guys. So stay alert, stay on there. The worst thing that could happen, and it's happened to me at a baseball fantasy camp, was I put it off. And I kept saying, I'll register, I'll register. And the next thing I know, it was full. And you
yeah.
don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah. They all eventually sell out. It's just the ones that we've been like we've done Tampa and Florida. We do that every single February, late February, because it's really cold up here, and I'm from Toronto, so it's really nice for me to get away late Feb. And they're always back to back. So we do this year. We have Tampa, so Amalie Arena on February 25th. And then we have Florida February 27th. So you can go in, 3 nights, you get 2 NHL arenas. Nice little guys weekend.
Murray's buffering a little bit right now, but he was saying how he's putting these teams together, close together some of these games and Tampa and New York, New Jersey, and Los Angeles and Anaheim. So make sure you're hitting these, make sure you're getting these dates, and get your travel early because nowadays, guys, it's a little cheaper to book about 30 days out than it is 3 days out. So make sure you're getting yourself together and knocking this out of the park with the big Murr. Now, Murr, you mentioned you're from Toronto. Any truth to the rumor that you're the gentleman trying to start the second team to play across the street from the Leafs?
No, that is not. That's very false. Yes, that's
Are we
way
just
beyond
denying
my
that for
skill set.
reasons
I'm
of being
denying
on
that.
TV?
Yeah. If we were in a private setting, I no, that's never going to happen. And I wish him luck.
Well, another thing we're looking for, gentlemen and ladies, thank you for Nashville. We secured a team. It's going to be really good. Anyone who's looking to get involved with myself and Jim and do a little behind the scenes work as far as filming, video editing, coming in and helping us set up the camera, because we really want to capture the moments for the people that are playing in this league. We want to make this YouTube mania, actually, is what I want to call it. So we want to flood Celebrity Shinny with some of the best clips that you can ever see. We want to make people drool when they see this and be jealous that they missed that game. And so far, the response in Nashville has been great. Anybody around the country, any of these cities that's looking to play, you can reach me at hockeyworldorder@yahoo.com, or just reach out to me on any of the social media where I post this after this interview is over. And we can, talk about get you involved behind the scenes. It's also a really big help for us to do that. Murr, a couple of the last questions I have. You have this set up 18 games, correct, this year? The total is 18?
17, and we're just confirming Montreal. So the Bell Center is available, and that's always the biggest hurdle. So that's a good start.
I wanted to make sure that we got a little roll with the Bell Center there, guys. Did anybody hear that?
Yes.
The legendary Montreal Arena, the Bell Center. The only thing that would make that game better would be if we can go back in time and play at the Montreal Forum, but the Bell Center. You're talking about holy grail of hockey. You're talking about the city and the birthplace of this game. When that announcement's made, I'm sure that game's going to sell out like lightning, guys. Stay on the website. Watch for that announcement. Get as far as we know, we can get you on every Thursday when you're not, crunching numbers and making phone calls to agents. So basically, on a weekly basis, we're going to announce different arenas, different time settings, different players. Social media. Tell the people where they can find you on Twitter, on Facebook.
Yeah, anything just at Celebrity Shinny. Everything's at Celebrity Shinny. It's a unique name. So that's the easiest way to find anything. And you can message me or my colleague Ryan at any point. Text, call. We're just a couple of guys playing hockey. That's it. So we're always available. And on Facebook, anything, all good.
Show them the jersey you got on. That's one of the jerseys from one of the games last year, correct?
This is the San Jose jersey. So we're every game we make custom jerseys. So it's a little special. And we used to provide jerseys, to players, but then you'd have to take them home, and it's disgusting. So we just make custom ones, and we put everybody's name on the back, and then they get to take them home. A lot of people get the alumni to sign them, obviously. So it's kind of a special, kind of a unique thing to have. So look for the designs coming out. So as games are official and alumni is official and everything kind of gets hammered out, the jersey designs get kind of done at that point. So
it's such a great experience, man. You're outfitted, you're ready to go with NHL players. You're playing in NHL arenas. You're dropping the puck with guys that you idolized on TV. I mean, I still can't get over Doug Gilmour's playing in this. Eric Lindros is playing in this.
They played 4 years in a row.
The big train, man. The big man is playing hockey again. Crazy. He's healthy. God bless him.
Yeah. Oh, Eric's a riot. Yeah. Yeah. And same with
I was going to ask you, that was one of the questions I was going to bring up. Who's some of the more personable guys that you've had played and you've had some interaction with?
Well, we only get the guys that are personable. So I'd say on that level, they're all fantastic. There's really no point in bringing an alumni out that's kind of, bitter or whatever about something. So we just don't, and I don't meet very many of them anyway. But I always like Ally Frady. I find he's, real kind of guy that cares about every single person in the room. Everybody there, he makes a note to say hi to everybody. Wendal, Dougie, obviously, Eric, same thing, John. They're all really personable. Darren is really, McCarty, he's really outspoken. He'll talk the whole time. He doesn't let anybody else talk. But sometimes that's good because he's got a lot of cool stories, right? Same with Danico. He's he works for the Devils, so he's always kind of really professional and friendly. And Colin White, I don't know if anybody's ever met him. He is a big, gigantic, fun man. He's a riot. Grant Marshall we had last year as well, and he was really, really fun, really friendly. And they do a really good job including everybody on the ice. It's not about, these games aren't about winning or competitive. They're about, experiencing, a hockey game in an NHL arena. So they make a good effort to include everybody, even the weaker skaters. So yeah, I'd say all of them.
Great. Yeah. Having met 90% of the people you named there, one of the things that's a common theme are these guys are big pillars in their communities and have, like you mentioned, Kenny Danico. Kenny's never left New Jersey. Kenny is Mr. New Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
It's so great to see a gentleman like Kenny Danico is playing in something like this, because this is somebody you get to watch. I did. I watched his first NHL game. I watched his last NHL game, and now I watch him on TV every game, doing commentary. So they're such big parts of the community, and to be able to get out there and drop the puck with these guys and go out and go toe to toe with them and have some fun. And you mentioned Darren McCarty. Just one of the nicest guys you can ever meet, and that's the fun part about this. And we're gonna bring you every Thursday as long as Murr's available. Myself or Jim or both of us will be on here, and we're gonna make announcements, and we're gonna get the arenas settled. We're gonna get the alumni announced, And guys, don't miss out. Get to the website as fast as possible. It's celebrityshinny.com. Get your name on the roster. Get yourself signed up. I know Murr's great if something comes up, you have an emergency or you have to, take yourself off a roster. You'd rather be able to take yourself
they're all
off because you can't
refundable.
add yourself.
Yeah. And you got, it's the deposit. So any deposit you put in on any game guarantees the spot, and then the deposits are refundable. I think up to 8 weeks before the actual event. Because buying a deposit for now in for the Anaheim game March 28th, it kind of seems like, oh man, it's so far ahead of time. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be there. So. But that's why we do. The deposits are refundable. I just need to get the roster going. And then at that point, I'll, do the jerseys and I'll get all that stuff done, as long as everybody's good.
All right. Well, listen, guys, this was a great 20 minutes. It went really fast this week. I'll be honest with you. Updates are fun. Every week we're going to have updates. Check his social media, Celebrity Shinny, Facebook, Twitter, the website. Check Hockey World Order. Come and see Jim and I. We will have the announcements first. As fast as they come out, we will have them up on the websites, on the Twitter machine, as they call it. Let's get these games sold out. If you're interested in being a sponsor on any of these games, you own a business, you own a club in one of the cities you want to have an after party at, contact Murray directly. Reach out, get yourself involved. It's not always as a player. There are coaching roles here. You can be a celebrity sponsor for your business. You own an automobile dealership. You own a bar. You own a club. Get yourself involved. Get around this league. This is something you want to get behind now because this is just getting bigger every year. Murray, you got anything to say on the way out?
No. And I started from you made a good point there, for the players that don't skate or the fans, they're welcome to join us. We have a kind of a can't skate package where you get the NHL ticket and you get to meet the alumni, you get to come to the after party and all that, or you can coach. So it really is for anybody that wants to participate. It's really just a matter of getting people out there and doing something cool.
Well, guys, that's all for this week. I'm Ricky O with the HWO, and that's Big Murray Sheehan, former Memorial Cup runner-up. I had to mention that again because,
thanks,
Darcy Tucker told me to do
hurts.
that.
Yeah,
it still hurts. Yeah. Listen, guys, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity done once a year. Get your name on the roster, get out there and sign up, and we will see you next Thursday. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.